Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right now.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the... And here's a look at some numbers for Ayton.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Greg for the Phoenix Suns with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought. There is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The Pelicans have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Favors, and again, no good by New Orleans. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And here's Booker from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Booker's got 9 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The pass to Williamson. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pelicans still look like they're getting going. 9-point game. Here's Favors. Some solid defense from Ayton.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Here's Rubio, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage. And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Kicks it out to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Clock at 6. Trying to get open is Johnson. No good from Booker. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
New Orleans with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. With this break in the action, here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the top passing teams in the league. The Suns #1. In third, the Pelicans.
These two teams have really passed the ball well all season. They share it, they move it. It's really a pleasure to watch how they approach the game.
Now Holiday, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Williamson kicks to Ingram. Favors passes to Williamson. Back to Favors. Johnson with the block.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
And there's Williamson on the assist by Ball. Williamson's got 7 points in the game.
I really like the activity level from Ball. Excels at reading his man and jumping all over him, and great at coming up with those steals.
Now here's Ball. His last outing, he had 18 points. Johnson against Holiday. Williamson kicks to Holiday. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And it's Williamson missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. 6-point lead. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Saric has checked in for the Suns. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Here's Rubio. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Hayes the pass to Reddick. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And if you let Reddick set his feet and just catch and shoot, you're in for a long night.
To the wing right side. Ayton wide open. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
Doubled by Bridges. Jackson kicks to Hayes. Jackson passes to Reddick. Takes a three. He's off on that one. The Suns go the other way with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to just let it go.
Reddick can't get that one to fall. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. He was all alone on that one. Booker's got 15 points.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense.
And so it's Phoenix going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Inside, Saric and Baines. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. When you look at the luxury tax structure, Smitty, it's now more expensive than ever to maintain a championship contending roster.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's a choice of a lot of these organizations. Some owners want to do it, some don't. But I think if you want to win a championship, you're going to have to open up your checkbook.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And the shot is good.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Pass to Melly. Back to Reddick. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Baines, covered by Okafor. Shoots from 12. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Kaminsky comes in for Saric, and it's Johnson in for Devin Booker. Williamson dishes to Reddick. There's the three. The rebound by Johnson.
With floor spacing at a premium, they need him to hit these shots. Made just that one in the first.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Outside, Reddick. Pass to Williamson. Back to Reddick. 5 to shoot. He kicks it to ball. High post shot. Reddick can't get that one to fall. Suns leading by 10.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's MO all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere. Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
And let's give him some credit. He read the situation well. He created some space, and he delivered. Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Reddick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
And it's Carter missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Williamson, the pass to Ball, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got his first bucket of the night.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint. As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Suns leading by 5. The pass to Jerome. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. It's off to Utah from after this game as they take on the Jazz. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. Pass to Carter. Over Holiday. They grab their own miss.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to Ingram. Down low. Now Kaminsky. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Pass to Carter. There's the triple. Baines, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now it's a 9-point Phoenix lead.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And so it's Phoenix in control with an...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. On Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 15 points and 3 rebounds. And that does it for our halftime show.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Ingram finds Favors. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Passes it to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Ingram.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Bridges against Ingram. Goes up to the stripe. The putback. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Now the feed to Williamson. Out to Ingram. Lets it go from deep. Williamson dishes to Holiday. Rubio against Ball for three, and the three ball is good. Ball's got his second bucket tonight.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Ayton shooting. That one is on Holiday. The Suns shooting their first free throw of the night here. Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take it. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
And the pass to Booker. There's the three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Here's Bridges. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Ingram. Pelicans trail by 5. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Dishes it to Ingram. Holiday against Booker. Favors. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Favors got his first 2 points.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Rubio misses.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Holiday, the pass to Ingram. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. Great D that time from Favors.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Rubio against Favors. And Holiday kicks to Williamson. Back to Holiday. Pass the ball. Ingram wide open. It's good. This game is all even. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
And Ingram is so graceful with the catch-and-shoot jumper. His lightning-quick release allows him to get off his shot in no time.
Rubio left side. Pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Rubio. The Suns need to get a shot off. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Ball, the pass to Williamson. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining, he's extremely productive.
And the shot goes in. And that's now 7 points for DeAndre Ayton. To the paint, here's Favors. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night. Suns trail by 3. And stolen by Williamson. Favors dishes to Holiday. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And here's Booker from the arc. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Some changes for Phoenix. Mike Kaminsky, he's checked in for 8. Charge comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And here's Booker from the arc. Again, the miss by Booker.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
And the basket by Jackson.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Passes it to Booker. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And he's going to have to wait to hit his first triple of this half. He had 3 at the break.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And now it's a 10-point Pelican lead. 1 second left. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans going into the break with a 10. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Hey, let's keep it up, guys. Let's keep running, though. Let's get out in the open court.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. New Orleans leading by 10. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Devin Booker out there with Carter. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
And Hayes kicks to Hart. From the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. Suns trail by 11. Here's Bridges. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Redick passes to Hart. The dish to Hayes. Phoenix making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. And the Pelicans also making a change. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Frank Jackson. Hart kicks to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Nailed from three-point land. And the Pelicans lead by 12. Hey, Smitty, every NBA player has their Mount Rushmore. Every NBA fan does. The 4 players they consider the best of all time. So I'll ask you, who is on your NBA Mount Rushmore?
I would say Michael Jordan, Kevin, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant. Those are my 4.
Back to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Sharp.
And this is Alvin Gentry's 4th stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Baines. They get it again.
And the anticipation of Saric, outstanding at staying engaged and just eating up those rebounds.
Bridges with the steal. Booker looking around. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And then for New Orleans, Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. And here's Booker from the arc. He can't get it to go. Good D by Holiday. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Pelicans leading by 12. And Holiday kicks to Williamson. He dishes it to Favors. Williamson, the pass to Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Watch out. When Favors gets loose around the rim, he can pound it.
Now the pass to Booker. Back to Rubio. Saric against Favors. Saric attacking. Here's Ayton. Up again. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got his 6th rebound on the night. Williamson kicks the ball. Outside Holiday. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. For three, Bridges drains it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling.
So he gets them both. So Favors will bring it up for New Orleans. Ball dishes to Favors. Back to Ball. Over Booker. Not enough on that one as it misses. Phoenix has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Launches it. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Ayton hits them both. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Moore against Bridges. Moore outside. Fires the three. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
He is a great kid. I love to see this from Ayton, stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. And that time, also a missed shot. Booker finds Rubio. They get the rebound.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Here's Favors. No good. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really,
all my life, been grinding all my life.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of NBA 2K.
The dome of the California capital. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Pelicans. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And checking out Sacramento, tied right now.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Holmes in at the 5 spot. Bielitsa misses. Holiday finds Ingram. Favors at the elbow. Out to the wing. Here's Ball. Offensive rebound. Williamson. For 3, Ingram. Here's Favors. He feeds it to Williamson. They shoot again. And it's Favors laying it in.
One of the foremost offensive rebounders in the game. Favors always in pursuit.
On offense, here are the Kings. 4-point game. Outside, Bogdanovich. Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs. You still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
Pass to Bielitsa. Holmes. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And Ball slams it in.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now, here's Holmes. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. They need this one. That's tipped.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Goes back up. And the rejection by Holmes. They recover it. The 3. And it's Ingram missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Here's Fox. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
I tell you what, Fox shooting now in rhythm. You got to respect also his decision-making, really getting a good feel for how the D is playing.
Now, here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Ingram dishes to Favors. Feeds it to Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. Really left alone that time.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Kings trail by 9.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years. And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Bielitsa. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. In third, the Pelicans.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Alex Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Giles comes in for Bielitz, and it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. Here's Hart. Really had troubles in the loss to Sacramento. Jackson misses.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 6-point lead. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The pass to Len. And here is Fox. Over Jackson. Offline from the high post. He gets it up. That shot missing. And that concludes the first quarter of play. New Orleans on top, up by 8. And we'll be back with you right after the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got Hayes. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. And it's Melly in at the 4 slot. From deep. Kept alive.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Sacramento has possession. Trailing by 10. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Hield from outside. But they'll get another chance. From deep 3-point range, a new 14 for the King. And Bazemore kicks to Hield, passes it to Giles. Outside, Joseph. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Parker's checked in for Sacramento. Okafor's checked in for New Orleans. Jackson passes to Okafor. And the Pelicans miss again. The Kings trail by 10.
The Pelicans tried to build a contender around Anthony Davis. They're hoping this go around with Zion Williamson, they'll be able to create a more complete team.
Here's Jackson. Plays it up and banks it in.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And Steve, with the Anthony Davis trade completed, a new look for the Pelicans.
Yes, plan A, Kevin, was to make it work with Anthony Davis. Instead, they have acquired a lot of young talent, a ton of it. In time, they'll become a team, in my opinion, to be reckoned with.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
There are some shooters that you can't lose sight of. Redick doesn't miss those.
Here's Len. He had 15 points last outing. Joseph has an open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Joseph's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Hayes. Shoots over Len. Hart kicks to Hayes. Shoots over Len. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. Hart's got his second basket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Hield against Redick. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Bazemore. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Sunday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Tuesday, They'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for their matchup with the Magic, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for New Orleans. And Smitty, for teams that tend to go deep into the playoffs year after year, season after season, it takes, I'm assuming, a mental toll as well as a physical toll.
It does, and that mental toll is just as hard as that physical toll on your body and your mind. And I think for teams that have great leadership and development of those young guys that can play some of those minutes, they usually bowl well.
Sacramento making a switch here. Giles is checked in.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Mr. Williamson to the inside and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
Pelicans shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
On a Hield, he's checked in for the Kings. Sacramento moving it around. Pass to Giles. Fox with it. Back to Giles. Stolen by Ball. Fox with the steal. Barnes passes to Holmes. Hield outside. Lets the three fly. Second chance shot. It's deflected. They retain possession. Holmes finds Barnes. Over Williamson. Barnes can't get it to go. To the middle. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Okafor comes in with the double team. Fox against Ball. Ring shot on the way. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one was played in Sacramento. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint. And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Fox. Lays it up off the glass. Fox has got his second basket of the night.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
And so it's New Orleans holding on to an 11-point. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. After the first two quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They lead by 11. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to be.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen Derek Favors really having a great game.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair off at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the 5. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. For 3, Ingram. Rebound by Bielitsa. The Kings trail by 11. Here's Fox. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Barnes can't get it to go. Well, for New Orleans, shooting in this game, 45%. Back to Ingram. He kicks it to Ball. Back to Ingram. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Yes, that goes in. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
And Williamson doesn't let up, consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Ball finds Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And that's now 7 points for Brandon Ingram. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard. And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And Fox gets it to go.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
Bogdanovich looking around. Outside, Fox. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pass to Barnes. From 17 feet out. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And that one's good by Favors.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 17-point game. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Favors. Holiday finds Ingram. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Now here's Williamson. Here's Favors. Passes it to Williamson. Nails the wide open jump shot. Williamson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Fox. And no good that time.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Favors is a terrific big man, a wonderful passer who sees the floor so well.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Barnes kicks to Fox. It's Bogdanovich on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Pass to Holmes. Now Fox. From deep. Another miss by Fox.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And the dunk by Williamson.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Right side, Bogdanovich. To the paint, and stolen by Williamson. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich, and he gets the bucket. Favors has got 10 points.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Fox passes to Holmes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Here's Williamson, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Fox against Ball. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Down low. And Favors kicks to Ball. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's New Orleans in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan with it.
You're doing a better job of making shots. Good job just put.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for New Orleans right now, they've got J.J. Redick. He's out there with Jackson. He's out there with Hart. And it's Melly in a power forward position. And that one drops. Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
Here's Parker, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Hart. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Pass to Hield, knocked away. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. Redick's got the ball. Hart, that's good.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Kings have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Hield outside. Now here's Parker, guarded closely. Shot to stop the run, and it falls over the rim and in. New Orleans leading by 23. And there's the pass to Melly. A 3-ball. Hart, no good. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the King. Bielitsa passes to Len. Outside, Fox. And here is Bielitsa. Sacramento moving it around. Parker. Pelicans pull it in. Redick's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Melly, covered by Parker. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Giles checked in for Alex Len. Brewer comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Lets it go with the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brewer's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Pass to Giles. Kicks it to Joseph. You know, Smitty, Commissioner Adam Silver has been outspoken in saying there will be a female NBA head coach, and he says it's on him to help it happen sooner than later. And Steve, we already see many women in various categories in the NBA all over the league right now.
So true, Kevin. I love the diversity, and it's much needed in our league. And I would say Adam Silver has done a great job of taking us in that direction.
Shoots the 3. Okafor grabs the miss. The Pelicans have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pelicans.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Zion Williamson.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Count that bucket.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
And here's Joseph for 3. From past the arc. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. From deep three-point range, misses. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for some. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Jackson.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Stolen by Holiday. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Near the 3-point line, it's Ingram. Here's Williamson. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Brooks. Anderson outside. The pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
And that one's good by Favors. And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs. Right. So, you know, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team.
Make
they're
that
the
your
4th seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
Here's Morant. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Back to Brooks. Passes to Morant. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And let's look at the numbers here for Brandon Ingram. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's averaging about 19 points per, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Valanciunas, that's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Ingram against Anderson. Ingram dishes to Williamson. 14 feet away. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Anderson with the ball. Favors picks him up and stolen by Williamson. Lets it go from 14. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Williamson's got 8.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Brooks kicks to Morant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
And this is the shot Morant can drill. If you're not out on him, he's willing to make you pay.
Williamson with it. Jackson on him. Holiday goes in. 2 points. That one goes. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down now.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Back to Allen. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Clark.
In all of his athleticism, on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. Second, the Grizzlies. In third, the Pelicans.
Every night is a battle on the boards when these two get together. I mean, they're both relentless on the offensive glass and work to create those second chance scoring opportunities.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for New Orleans. Redick for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Easy to see why J.J. Redick is a guy that everybody talks about as being one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
Jacks up a 3. And the Grizzlies get it back. Here's Clark. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Hayes is checked in for Williamson.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively. So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the baseline jumper, no good. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 6. Live from the FedEx Forum, your... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
They've got Clark. He's out there with Gorgie Dang, and it's Allen in at the 2. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Pass to Clark. Clock at 6. Tries again. That one doesn't go. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. Redick against Allen. And it's J.J. Redick with a 3. Redick's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result. In New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
You just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
To the right side. Puts one up from 19. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Hayes has got his first points of the night. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Allen passes to Clark. Picked away. Now here's Hayes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. We should take this chance now to go to the real stats. Real scores from the real NBA and run down the top free throw shooters. Number 5 is J.J. Redick.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
Hart, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Okafor kicks to Redick. Okafor, the pass to Redick. Here's the three. A second chance effort, and the layup is good. Hayes has got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Drew Holiday is checked in for the Pelicans. Pass to Hart. Outside, Redick. And Hayes kicks to Redick. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers. Here's Jackson, and he converts the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Hayes throws it down.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. Two brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
Rebounded by Jackson.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Anderson passes to Jackson. Here's Brooks. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hayes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Anderson with the drive, and he comes up with the deuce. Anderson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Anderson has those long strides anytime he's in the open court. A difficult player to guard when he's going to the rack.
Okafor kicks to Hart. This one for 3. That one no good. Anderson outside, and so it's the New Orleans Pelicans looking at a 13-point lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. New Orleans had no problems getting going. An exceptional game plan helped them. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Hart.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in its center. And that one's good. Morant. Brett, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williamson's got 12 in the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Brooks finds Valanciunas. Here's Morant. And the layup's good off the glass.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Here's Williamson. And the rejection by Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Derek Favors. The Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
And it's Clark in the corner. Takes a three. Another shot. No good from Valanciunas. New Orleans leading by 15. Ingram attacking. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And the speed of Ingram is not easy to keep pace with, just blowing past whoever dares to try and stop him.
Clark, the pass to Brooks. Inside. Valanciunas. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 12 points for him.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. The kick out to Anderson. The pass to Valanciunas. Anderson in the post. He's covered by Ingram. No good from Valanciunas. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
New Orleans shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. That's good from Ball. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James, whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I always thought about Jordan too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
The Grizzlies trail by 17, 18 feet out. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Redick's got 11 points.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Favors with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 21. Ingram passes to Melly. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Here's Redick. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Valanciunas. 6th in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Dylan Brooks in for DeAnthony Melton. And that one's good by Clark.
You gotta know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Hart the pass to Hayes. Ball with a wide open look. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
It's intercepted. And New Orleans pushing it up now. He's looking for Hayes and finds him. And Redick kicks the ball. Back to Redick. It's up a 3. No good that time. And so it's New Orleans sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Clark is out there with Anderson. And it's Jackson in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And Ball is great at pulling up quickly, easily shifting from dribble to that shooting motion there, and there's no hitch in that giddy-up.
Morant, it's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
It just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
It's Morant in the corner. Puts it up from 15, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
A nice shot by Melly.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Brooks outside. Memphis moving it around. Jackson down low. The kick out to Anderson. Here's Morant. Jackson trying to break free.
And when Morant is cooking like this, it's fun to watch. He burns you in so many ways.
And the dunk by Williamson.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Anderson dishes to Brooks. And it's Clark in the corner. Fires for 3. Drills it from outside.
And this is where Clark's athleticism plays out. Catching the ball in motion there and then just going downhill.
Back to Ball. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Kept alive. Reverses. And that's 2 points on the layup. Brooks has got his first basket of the night.
A hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. To the inside. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 at that basket.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Melly passes to Hart. To the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. He gets it in there. And that's now 7 points for Brandon Ingram.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Jackson finds Anderson. Back to Jackson. Valanciunas passes to Anderson. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Out to Ingram. Pass the ball. The tray. The Pelicans get another chance here. It's Ingram on the wing. And the 3 off target. The Grizzlies trail by 20.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pelicans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Zion Williamson.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Ingram attacking, and the dunk by Williamson.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Morant passes to Valanciunas for the three. No good that time. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. And Favors kicks to Ball. Pass to Holiday from downtown. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Three-pointer, Brooks. No good.
Good defense from Holiday. I like when he uses his speed on that end of the floor, making the release uncomfortable.
So
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. upper and lower body fluid, and goaltender. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Welcome to a special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sport. DA, take it away. Well, they are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ayton.
And guys, I think he's starting to feel the wear and tear of the season a little bit. That comes across in his rebounding numbers. They dropped off this month. He needs that second win, and no doubt he'll get it soon.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at center. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5 spot. And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Stolen by Ball. A lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the coach of the year. When you look at the criteria for you when you're voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record. That's the first thing you look at. And what has contributed to that best record. But it isn't only about that, right? You have to consider, number one, what's the roster challenges that head coach may have had to overcome? Did he have to deal with any mid-season trades? There are so many things that go into making up a great year as a basketball coach in the NBA. So many things.
Here's Rubio. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. So it's the Pelicans now, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Now, here's Bridges. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game from 11 feet away. A shot by Johnson, no good.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And the passing of Ingram, setting up his teammates and distributing the ball, effortless.
Johnson with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Johnson dishes to Booker. Over Holiday. No good from Booker.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
Now the pass to Favors. Back to Ingram. Lays it up off the glass.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And one of the best defensive big men in the league, Derek Favors.
You're right, Kevin, because he's got the body to play bully ball, but the lateral quickness to deal with smaller players. When this guy gets down in his stance, he can cover some ground defensively.
Here's Williamson, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Williamson, score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Back to Ingram, stolen by Rubio. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Ayton.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Here's Holiday. Count it, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Bridges. No good on that one. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Ingram finds Favors. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Johnson. Here's Ayton. Suns moving the ball around. Passes it to Booker. 3-pointer, drills the 3-pointer.
You have to be able to think quickly and make great decisions, and in the catch-and-shoot, Devin Booker doing work.
And even 3-on-3 break. Back to Ayton. He dishes it to Booker. Bridges passes to Johnson. Booker outside. 5 to shoot. And Rubio kicks to Booker. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Pelicans. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push. And, of course, the Suns just a few spots below there.
And right now for Phoenix, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
All talk, no walk. Simple as that. They just don't match up with the better teams in the NBA.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Some changes for New Orleans. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And for the Suns, Aaron Baines comes in for Ayton, and Dario Saric subbed in for Johnson. Now here's Saric, a 24th-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Feeds it to Redick. Pass to Williamson. Outside Holiday. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Pelicans lead by 13. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Hart in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
And it's Carter missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
And the pass to Carter. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And there's Favors putting it right back in.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Here's Carter, and they pick up 2. Carter's got 5.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
You know, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, LA, New York, can be a blessing and a curse. It does still feel like that media scrutiny is a little bit larger. When things are going well, it's the best thing in the world. When things aren't going so well, boy, those day-by-day, question after question can probably become pretty tedious.
Kaminsky, the pass to Baines. Outside Carter. They get it back.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. New Orleans moving it around. And it's Williamson missing.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
That drive by Carter. Count that one. Carter's got 7 now in this quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Melly. Jackson passes to Melly. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Melly's got his first points of the game.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back. That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Redick. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's 1:40 left here in the second. Pass to Jerome. Lets it go from 11. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They led by as many as 18 points. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. It's good on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 15. Tries it from the top of the key. Drained for 2 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Basket good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Here's Kaminsky, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Kaminsky's got his second bucket of the game to go. Down low. That's good from Williamson on the assist from Redick.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
To the paint. Passes it to Williamson. Jackson against Carter. Jackson passes to Melly. Kicks it to Hayes. Stolen. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Jerome, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Down low. Outside for Jackson. Outside, Redick over Carter. The shot by Redick, no good. And so it's New Orleans. 13.
Thanks very much, Derek. Big.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. A tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He had 14 points, 3. And that should do.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all filled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson, and it's Bridges in at the small forward.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possession.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing, excellent.
It's tipped. Booker outside. Beyond the arc. No good there. And New Orleans will come the other way. They led by as many as 18 points.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
Here's Ayton. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Ayton's got 8 points.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Rubio outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Holiday, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio.
And throughout his career, Redick has proven to be very consistent, an effective two-way player who gives it his all.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Taken away by Holiday.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
Suns trail by 17. And here's Booker from the arc. The shot missing.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Back to Okafor. Here's Hart. No good with the triple. Well, Phoenix shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the 3rd quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles. No good from Booker.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started. Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
From deep. Rebounded by Hart.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 10 points.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And the shot goes down. Redick's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Holiday. They get it back. 8 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Here's Booker with 1 on the clock. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Pelicans ahead, running away with this one. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Now, Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got each one more. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Holiday, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Akobo. Suns moving the ball around. From 13 with the tip.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. 6 to shoot. And here's more outside. Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Okobo. Over Moore. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
The pass to Alexander Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
People look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
And again, New Orleans has no luck. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. Bridges misses. The deep three from Redick. The long distance three is buried.
And really, Redick has been consistent from this area, able to really stretch the floor with his shooting ability.
To the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's good from Johnson.
Well, you look at the Suns going forward. They have got to believe a big part of the puzzle is DeAndre Ayton. This guy was the #1 overall pick in last year's draft.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. Favors finds Redick. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Suns ball. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And here's Booker from the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing. Doris Ayton, a terrific rebounder. He can score in the paint. And, of course, he is still improving.
Yeah, what you like about DeAndre Ayton, Kev, is he doesn't just rely on his God-given talent. This guy knows he needs to be more consistent with the jumper, improve his overall defensive awareness, but this guy is willing to put in the work to become a complete and great NBA player.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for New Orleans.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Derek Favors.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
They're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt, GA. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hart the pass to Hayes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
From deep three-point range, no good. And it's the Suns' ball. Here's Ayton, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
And here's more outside. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Now Payne, the three. That shot, no good. Here's Alexander Walker. Missed. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate. Just thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds.
It's go time for the Pelicans here at home. Here they are coming down the tunnel earlier in their finest attire. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a... Before we... Well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fox.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. Our great guards tonight for both teams. Did you ever spend any time in the backcourt at any level when you were playing?
No, I was a ball-handling forward, Kevin, and it served me well, but I was not a guard. I was a forward that could dribble and pass fairly well.
So you were ahead of your time because that's all we see now in the NBA, right? Guards are not always bringing the ball up.
Yeah, you know, somebody just mentioned that to me, Kevin, that I was maybe a tad ahead of my time back in the late 70s.
Favors passes to Williamson. Back to Favors. No one near him. And there it is for him.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Holmes kicks to Bielitsa. 6 feet out. Holiday with the block.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And the dunk by Williamson.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
Releases from 15. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass the ball. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Holiday. Inside. Fox against Ball. Back to Favors. Shoots over Holmes. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Favors got his second basket of the night. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Fox passes to Bielitz. Back to Fox. The three from Barnes. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there, Kevin. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Barnes. 5 on the clock and going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Ball. Lenz checked in for the Kings. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Three-pointer Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Holiday, the pass to Favors. Outside for Redick. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. New Orleans moving the ball around. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Bielitsa passes to Fox. Back to Bielitsa. Land against Favors. Land's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the dunk by Williamson.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
In the corner, it's Hield. The three-pointer, no good. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 16-6 run. And stolen by Barnes. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Hield with the bucket.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
For the Sacramento Kings, the last game a loss to the Pelicans.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Barnes looking around. Shot clock at 6. Feeds to Hield. Shoots over Redick. Goes back up. Bielitsa.
Good at contesting without fouling. I like seeing Redick in the face of his man.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Giles is out there with Parker, and it's Bazemore at the 3, the small forward. Now the pass to Hield. Releases from 15. Favors with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Hart. He's covered by Bazemore. Parker with the steal. To the left side wing. Over Favors. And the rejection by Favors. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Redick for 3. The offensive rebound. Melly passes to Hart. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings, trailing by 13. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. The Pelicans have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. They grab their own miss. Tries again. Passes it to Redick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Hayes. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Hayes has got his first points of the night.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
The Kings trail by 13. Giles the pass to Joseph. Healed outside. Back to Joseph. Parker right side. Pass to Giles. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Giles has got his first bucket in this one.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
For better or worse, and it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes not really falling yet.
Back to Hield from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
The Kings trail by 12, and Bazemore kicks to Hield. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And now the Pelicans on the break. And Hayes throws it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Hield can't hit.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
A shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got 6 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Parker inside. Here's Hield. Parker kicks to Joseph. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Bazemore grabs the miss. And he lobs it up, deflects the pass. Here's Jackson, finished off the break. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to...
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Pelicans ahead as they end the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He had 8 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And that does it for us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. One guy who's been getting it done is Buddy Hield.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. Tries it from 19. Here's Holiday. Ingram outside. Takes the 3. And the Pelicans miss again.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Alex Lenz checked in for the Kings. Corey Joseph comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Joseph, the pass to Holmes. Over Favors. That one misses. And New Orleans will come the other way. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. On the wing, Holiday. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Ball. Fires from deep. Sinks the 3-pointer. And the Pelicans lead by 21.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovich. Joseph, the pass to Bogdanovich. The pass to Len. And here's Joseph for 3. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. Or do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Ball, the pass to Okafor. Back to Ball. The shot, no good. And the Kings going the other way now. Here's Len. Excellent D there from Holiday. Pelicans leading by 23. Here's Okafor. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Passes it to Len. Barnes outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Barnes has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Boy, you got to respect the long-range accuracy of Barnes now. When he gets a little daylight, he's dangerous from the perimeter.
Ball kicks to Williamson. Misses off the right iron. Okafor. Ingram outside. Another shot. Banked in off the glass. Ingram's got his 2nd bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pulls up, high post. A shot that time, not on target. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Barnes kicks to Joseph. Kings moving the ball around. Sacramento again missing. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Ingram left side to the middle. Here's Williamson. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
This is the challenge Williamson possesses to many defenders. Hard to guard him without fouling. And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
No good. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough. Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan with his team. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Len out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the 5. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Now, that's where you like your shots to come from.
Pelicans shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Tipped away. Okafor with the steal. Out to the right wing. Pass to Moore. The dish to Hayes. Outside Jackson. Pass to Okafor. Here's Alexander Walker. Shoots. Len grabs the board.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot.
All right,
who can defend multiple positions, but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
Some changes for Sacramento. Parker's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Hield subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
The pass to Hart. Favors inside. Len on him. Hart the pass to Favors. Inside. Melly. That one's off, still out of sync.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Three-pointer, Heel sinks the triple.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Favors finds Redick. New Orleans moving the ball around. Hart the pass to Favors. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Ball, the pass to Williamson. He dishes it to Favors. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jabari Parker.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Len. Bielitsa comes in for Jabari Parker. And it's Barnes in for Kent Bazemore. Passes it to Williamson. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. There's 1:47 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bielitsa. Holmes kicks to Bielitsa. Pass to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And Greg, that kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
1:12 left to play here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Back to Hield. Wide open look. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for New Orleans.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Derek Favors.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And the rejection by Jackson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Baseline jumper. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Kings. 17-point game. Holmes, good.
This is exactly what you want Farrell to do. I mean, when there's somebody open, he's got to find him.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. No good from the wing.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my players started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
The New Orleans riverfront gleaming. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Jackson.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. And for New Orleans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point guard.
Well, Kevin, in the Memphis Grizzlies, playoff contenders for 7 straight seasons from 2010 to 2017. A Western Conference Finals appearance in 2013. Now a new phase as they look to rebuild this roster.
Now Morant. Derek Favors missing from long range. And stolen by Williamson. It's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. Here's Valanciunas. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
Here's Brooks. He trains the quick shot. And Chris, in the small market of Memphis, there'd been a resistance to hitting that reset button and going young.
Oh, yeah, with fan attendance dropping in each of the last 4 seasons, they've reached their pain threshold. And with this team struggling, the writing was on the wall.
And that one's good, Morant.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
That one falls.
Look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Left side, Jackson. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Favors. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And there's Williamson on the assist by Ball.
I tell you what, once Williamson polishes his moves, develops a stronger right hand, he's going to be unstoppable in there.
It's Brooks on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
For 3, Ingram. They get the rebound. Favors to the left wing. Ball, the pass to Williamson. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Hey, they're going to give Williamson this shot because they don't want him to get close to the rim.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. And stolen by Favors. Ball with a wide open look. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Anderson passes to Morant. And again, it's Memphis with the 3. Just when it comes to offensive rebounding, who does the best job of creating second chance opportunities now?
Oh, it's 2 names. Andre Drummond, Steven Adams. And the toughest part about it is, as a defender, you don't only have to worry about guarding your man, going over and helping, but then you have to worry about guys that are just hanging out in the rebound painted area, just waiting for their turn. And so it takes the wind out of you, it tires you out, but also your mental focus that game is all over the place because no matter what you're doing, you always have to come back to the thought, oh no, now box out because this guy's a beast.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. A nice shot by Melly.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
No good from Clark.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Outside for Jackson. Here's Melly. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pelicans trail by 6. Pass to Redick. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Melton. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. All alone. No good from Clark. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Clark kicks to Hayes. Good on the bucket.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far, both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end, but we got a lot of game left to play.
Here's Clark, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
And we'll be right back after this. Let's hear it for you. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, GA, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. You've got Hayes. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. And it's Melly in at the 4. Allen against Jackson. Pass to Melton. Back to Allen. Jang with the ball. Working on Hayes. And Jang gets it to go. Pelicans trail by 6. Hart the pass to Hayes. Back to Hart. Pulls it up. Nice shot from the wing.
A lot of shooting is confidence, and there Hart showing plenty of it with his rise and fire.
Covered by Redick. There's the pass to Melton. Feeds it to Clark. Lays it up and banks it in. Clark's got his second basket.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Here's Hart. The dish now to Hayes. Back to Hart. And stolen by Jang. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. No good, shot missing. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Back to Redick. It's stolen. Here's Clark. And it's Melly with the rebound.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Stolen by Allen. Here's Clark. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. That's tipped. Pass to Allen. Here's Melton. Just 5 to shoot. So both teams making some changes here. Pelicans on D. 6-point game. Up again. The putback is no good. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, this is where Zion is improving, taking advantage of the defensive attention he receives.
To the left side wing. Stolen by Jackson. He's all alone. Here's Okafor. And that one is off. And Memphis the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, with that little pump fake, Morant has a sneaky way of initiating contact.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. And Ball's up in for Jackson.
I'm willing to give up on that possession. I love Williamson's commitment and attack mentality.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Valanciunas penetrating. And Okafor with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okafor. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. 4 on the clock. Valanciunas finds Anderson.
Great D by him, using his long frame to bother the shot.
And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Okafor. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the wing on the left. Back to Holiday. From deep. Nice D from Brooks. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. But they get it back. Okafor with the steal. Williamson kicks the ball. Ingram wide open. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And that one's good. Morant.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. 15 seconds left in the second quarter. And that one is good. Ball's got his first 2 points of the night.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
Anderson dishes to Brooks. Back to Anderson. Shoots over Ingram. Great positioning on the putback. 8 points for Brooks.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in. Well, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that for you.
And that'll... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope for the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. Thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Favors. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Williamson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending the guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of the rules. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defense.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Clark. Buries it down low. Clark's got 6.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Favors passes to Mellon. And Favors kicks to Jackson. No good on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Down low, here's Allen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Redick. 4th in three-point field goal percentage. And, of course, he's in the top 5 in free throw percentage. It can go overlooked, but sure makes a difference.
And, yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. And it's Drew Holiday in for Frank Jackson. Makes it off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Yep, it counts. Ellie's got his 3rd basket of the night.
He's the one trying to keep them in this game. A tremendous individual effort.
It's Morant in the corner. He kicks to Clark. Dishes to Jackson. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. Allen passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Here's Redick. And the layup is good. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Anderson's checked in. Melton passes to Anderson. Kicks to Clark. To the wing right side. Jackson up top. Passes to Clark. Shot clock at 5. Memphis moving that ball around. And the 3 ball is good. Clark's got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
Fast break Memphis. Jackson's got the ball. That 3 off the mark. Pelicans trail by 9. And Hayes kicks to Hart. Outside Holiday. Out to the wing. And there's the feed to Okafor. Outside for Redick. There's the triple. Drills it from outside. Redick's got 7 points.
Oh, you can't allow Redick to get going, man. His 3-point shot is downright lethal.
40 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Melton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Holiday.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And so he makes both from the line.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a coach.
Okafor gets the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And there's the pass to Jackson. Anderson outside. Back to Jackson. He can't get that one.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. They're back there, Ball and Reddick. And it's Favors in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Morant passes to Clark. A moment to check out who the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Ingram outside. Got a piece of it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Valanciunas, good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bunch of it.
And the dunk by Williamson.
They're at a loss defensively of how to stop Zion. I mean, just too much athleticism, too much skill.
Here's Morant, and he goes big with the dunk right over Lonzo Ball.
Are you for real? Morant, way up. That move is fire.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Valanciunas finds Clark to the paint. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Anderson. Anderson's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And we talk about the big vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
Here's Valanciunas. Here's Anderson, up and in on the layup. Anderson's got his first basket of the night. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score, and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Brooks kicks to Morant. Offline with his 3. Stolen by Brooks. To the inside, Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Favors can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Inside, Memphis moving it around. Shot on the wing, and another basket for Memphis.
Well, when you have a guy like Morant, an elite ball handler who can hit from anywhere, there's no real limit to the points he can score.
The shot's good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Oh, and that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you know, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
Valanciunas finds Jackson from deep three-point range. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. I mean, we see a lot of this now.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Out to the right wing. Anderson wide open. The Grizzlies with another miss. And here's Ingram from the arc. Knocks down the three ball.
Ingram is very self-assured, putting it on the line.
Fires the three. So it's Memphis picking up the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.